Good morning, dear students. We have completed the term syllabus of the tenses. So we have almost completed all the tenses. Okay. Now let us I can just going to tell you about some of the tips or some techniques that we have to keep in mind when you study about different type of tenses. Okay. So, or we can say that it is like a shortcut of remembering the different tenses. Okay. So I can tell you that the form of the this different type of tenses will be there, and I will be just telling you that how you can make use of, or what are the different types of tenses that we can use it. So we can say it is a comparative study of the tenses. Okay. So this one, so like as I told you, like there are different tenses are there. That is the present tense, past tense, and the future tense. There are three tenses are there. Okay, so the tense can be divided into three categories. So some of this side. Present, past, and the future. Three are there. Okay, and out of that we can say that these three are subdivided into. First one is their symbol. Symbol present tense is there. Symbol past tense is there. Symbol future tense is there. Okay, all the three are there. We can say next one is called as the continuous. And the next one is perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay, so all these, so all together there are 14 steps, 14 tenses are there. First one is symbol present tense is there, symbol past tense is there, symbol future tense is there. Three are there, and present continuous is there, past continuous is there, future continuous is there. Present perfect is there, past perfect is there, future perfect is there. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and the future perfect continuous. All together there are 12 tenses are there. Okay. Now we will study about the different type of auxiliary verbs. So we know that the only the difference in these tenses are usage of the auxiliary verb and the form of the verb. Only three variations are there. Okay. Now let us see as a comparative way we will see, and in this one I am not going to write the entire format of a sentence, but only the verb form. Okay, the auxiliary verb used as well as the verb form used, only that I am telling. Okay, so simple present tense use the base form of the verb. We can say just the base form. Okay, there is no any past form or any form is not used. Okay, we can say the present form or base form, but there will be do or does. Okay, do or does is added with the verb. Okay, so do or does is added with the verb there. Okay, one more technique is there, whether which one is to be remembered, that I will also tell you. Now we will just discuss about the auxiliary verbs and the verb. Present verb plus do or does is there. Then when it comes to past tense, so here past present verb is there, do or does is added. Okay, in present simple present tense, present verb is used, do or does is added. That much you remember. In past form, when it becomes a past form of the verb, you just have to change this one. Past form of the verb is used, and the auxiliary verb is used is the did. Okay. So in simple tenses, all the simple tenses we can say do form verb is used here. Do form verbs are used there. Okay, and here we can say that will or shall plus verb. Present form of the verb will be used there. Okay, so will or shall plus verb is used. That's all. Understood? Now let us study about so that is the format of the way that we are using the tenses of that sort. Okay, so do form verb is used in symbol. When the word is symbol, then we have to understand that do form verb is used. and in present tense do or does is used, and in past tense did is used. All these three are of a do category of do form verb is there. Okay. Now let us discuss about the continuous tense. In continuous tense, a be form verb is used. Be form verb. Okay. Plus ing. Okay. Always, whenever, whatever the tense is used, be form verb plus ing will be there in any continuous tense. Okay. So we can say here in present is, am, are plus verb plus ing is used. Is, am, are plus verb plus ing. So verb plus ing, we can say be form verb plus verb plus ing. Okay. So this is the continuous tense. Everywhere continuous tense is there, then a be form verb plus verb plus ing structure will be there. Okay. Then so in present tense, be form verb is used is that is, am, are plus verb plus ing. And when it comes to past tense, we use was, were plus verb plus ing. Was and were is used. Okay. Was, were plus verb plus ing. This structure is used. And in future, will or shall plus be plus verb plus ing is used. Okay. So if you notice in this one, in this entire line, you can say whenever there is a continuous tense, this be form verb is used to verb plus ing. Everywhere verb plus ing is there, all the three tenses. Okay. So whether it is present continuous or past continuous or future continuous, whatever may be there, but a verb plus ing will be there. So you just have to remember, whenever the word continuous is used, then you have to use verb plus ing, and one be form verb also will be used. So for present tense, there are three be form verbs are there, that is am, are, three are used. When it comes to the past, then it will become two, one reduced, was, were. When it comes to the future, it will become only be. Okay. And will or shall is common for future. Everywhere, all the future tenses, after completing that I will tell you, all the future tense will have will or shall. Okay. Then perfect tense. So perfect tense will always use have form verb, third form of the verb. Have plus a third form of the verb will be used for all the perfect tenses. Okay. So let us see what is used in the present perfect tense. That is, in present perfect tense we use have or has plus third form of the verb. In past tense we use had plus third form of the verb. And in future, will or shall plus have plus third form of the verb. Okay. So here you can understand that this 3V, third form of the verb, is common. Here we studied that the verb plus ing is common in all the three things. Okay. Here the third form of the verb is common in all. Okay. So the third form of the verb will be there, as well as a be form verb will be there. So these three will be very much common. Okay. So have or has plus third form of the verb, had plus third form of the verb, and will or shall have plus a third form of the verb. Okay. So this is the usage of this one. And perfect continuous means these two will be there. Okay. There will be a like a have form verb will be there. There will be be form verb will be there, and the third form of verb plus ing will be also there. Okay. So we can say that here we can say have form verb plus the third form of the verb plus be form verb plus ing or verb plus ing. Under this one I will. Okay. Have form verb will be there, third form of the verb will be there, and the be form verb will be there, then verb plus ing will be there. So in order to make it together, we say like these two are combined together and it is made it into been. So we can say, instead of writing this one, we can say have plus been plus verb plus ing is the structure of a continuous tense. Everywhere we can find this one. See, like in present tense, have or has plus been plus verb plus ing, and in this one, had plus been plus verb plus ing, and in this one, will or shall plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. Okay. So here you can understand that there have will be there, one have form verb will be there, been plus verb plus ing. This much is common. Been plus verb plus ing. Been verb plus ing. Been plus verb plus ing. This much will be there. Okay. So you keep this much you note down in your copy. You just pause it and write down anywhere in the copy. All this one page you write it down. And if you study, just to go through this page, you can understand about any tenses. Okay. So as I told you, here in this one, do form verbs are there. Present form of the verb is used in this line, symbol line. Then continuous line, be form verb plus ing is commonly used. And perfect tenses, have form plus third form of the verb is used. And perfect continuous tense means the have plus been plus verb plus ing. This format is used. Okay. So this is a very common, and you can say that full tenses in a nutshell it is. Okay. Every tenses are there in this, and only by understanding this table you will be able to understand all the tenses. Okay. Such a way it is made. And one more tip I can tell you is to understand whether do or does, or is are, or was were, or have or has. Out of this, which one can be used? Okay. So we can say that when subject comes as like we, you, they, all these are coming as a plural. Mostly the plural verbs are there. We, you, they. Is it? So along with that, this do will be used there. Okay. Are is used here. Where is used. And here have is used. Okay. Do, are, where, and have according to the different tenses, like we, you, they. When we, these things are coming, and most of the time when I comes also, this is also used, but only for this one it is changing. That is why I am not using I, because in this one am is separately used. Okay. So when these things are coming as the auxiliary subject, or any plural subject is coming, okay, any plural subject is there, then these things are used. Do, are, where, and have. Did is common, or had is common for both, so that I am not writing. Okay, all these three are used. And when he, she, it, these are coming, then does is used. Is, was, and has. Okay. So one common thing you have to understand that, see, like here, this S is there. Okay. So he, she, it. Along with that, all these auxiliary verb is ending with S. Okay. Like does is there, is there, was is there, has is there. Okay. So you remember he, she, it, or singular. So this is starting with S. So when singular subject is there, when a singular subject is there, then ending with S. So starting with S, ending with S. So you remember S. That is the technique that you have to remember. When singular subject is there, he, she, it, all these are also singular. Understood? So when singular subject is there, then ending with S. Does will be there, is will be there, was will be there, and has will be there. Okay. When singular is there, the auxiliary verb which is ending with s is used, and when plural is there, which is not ending with s is used. Okay. So this is also another technique. So if you keep in mind these things, it is very much easy to understand the tenses. So very easily you can understand this one. Okay. So this technique I have just found it out by using it. So if you find it useful, then you can make use of it. In order to remember, it is very much easy. So you can remember in that way. So if you study this entire table and these things, then there will not be any confusion regarding the tenses. Okay. Hope you have understood clearly about this one. Thank you so much.